Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pastor's Preview. I'm Pastor Brett Cornelius of Gethsemane Lutheran Church in Marion, Ohio, coming to you with a preview of the upcoming Sunday here at Gethsemane. This Sunday is the third Sunday of Easter. We're still celebrating the benefits that come to us from the resurrection of Jesus. And in particular, it's Good Shepherd Sunday. Now, throughout the scriptures, we see this imagery of God as the shepherd of his people. We see it in Psalm 23, which many people are familiar with. We see it in Ezekiel and in Jeremiah and the prophets, that God is the shepherd. He feeds his people. He takes care of his people. He watches over his people. Now, many times God did this through under-shepherds. He calls Moses, Joshua. He calls David and Ezekiel and Jeremiah, as I mentioned before, to shepherd his people. But all of those shepherds, if you will, were unable to continue in their office because of sin and death. Moses was not able to continue to shepherd God's people. As great as Moses was, and as good as Moses was, he just wasn't able to do it because Moses died. But in John chapter 10, we come to the words of Jesus, in which Jesus himself calls himself the Good Shepherd. Now, he is good in the sense that he loves us to the fullest extent. He loves us. He lays down his life for us to save and rescue us from sin and death and the grave. And in his triumph over sin and death, Jesus is a shepherd in a way that none of the other shepherds of the scriptures can be called a good shepherd. Because Moses and Joshua and David and Ezekiel and Jeremiah die, because they're sinners, and they die, they're not able to continue to shepherd God's people. But because Jesus, who is sinless, because Jesus, who is God in the flesh, has died and rose again, has triumphed over death and the grave, he is a shepherd in a way that none of the other shepherds could be. He is our good shepherd. He is God in the flesh, feeding and strengthening and caring for his people. Now, we have a few opportunities for you to be fed and strengthened by your Good Shepherd this weekend. Gethsemane has a divine service at Saturday at 4:30 in the afternoon and Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Gethsemane is located at 219 East Church Street in downtown Marion on the corner of Church and High. And so we invite you to come to hear the words of your Good Shepherd, to be fed and strengthened by him, because Gethsemane Lutheran Church has good news for you.